Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to execute another command or channel command on another device instance. We are going to use back the same project file demo we have used previously and built on top of it. So, in order to execute a command in another device, another Q unit device, we have to first insert another device into the project. To do that, go to My Project Resources, right-click Insert, Q Unit. Let's insert a controller this time. IP queues are controllers. Alright, let's insert a IPQ epsilon controller. All you need to do is to drag and drop the new epsilon controller into the configuration window. And all the ports configuration is automatically set for you, and IP address is also set for you. Note that if you do not change the IP address of the system, the CVC will automatically set the IP address according to to this format. Touch panel will always be 192.168.1.128, and controller will always be 192.168.1.127. If you have multiple touch panel or multiple controller, the new touch panel inserted will be 129, which means that the IP address will actually ascend. When you add another controller into the system, it will come in as 1.126. For controllers, the IP address will automatically descend. So this is the automatic IP addressing in the CVC program itself. However, setting this IP address does not mean that the physical controller's IP address will be set. You have still got to use our system administration on the controller itself to set the IP address on the controller to the new IP address. So setting the IP address here only means that in CVC, you will try to look for the controller in that particular IP address to load the program to. If the controller's IP address is not set to the right address, you will not be able to load the CVC program, and it will cause an error when you do a simulation of the hardware, or when you do a simulation, when you do try to upload the program into the controller. Alright. On how to change IP on the controller, please refer to the user menu on the controller. After doing this, let's go back to the touch panel interface and double click on the Windows. Alright, let's choose a window to actually add this on. Alright, previously we have created a window for languages. Let's add the button into this window. So go to My Project Resources and add in a push button. Maybe add in 2 push buttons. Alright, so these 2 push buttons, we will create 2 commands. Right click on the button, Events on Push. Alright, this command will set the controller's relay. Let's go to Controllers, go to Channels, and there are 8 IOs and 8 relays. Let's just go to one of the relay, and this command will actually close the relay, which is to on the relay. And the next command, or rather the next button, right click on the button, Event on Push. Alright, we'll open the relay. Alright, so one to close, one to open. So the press of the button, the 2 buttons, will create a relay close and relay open appropriately. So to do simulation of this configuration, go to debug, and you realize there are only 2 simulations being created, controller 1 simulation and touch panel 1 simulation. This means that you can, when you click on controller 1 simulation, you will see the controller. When you click on controller 1 simulation, you will see the controller being simulated here for you. But note, however, you do not see the touch panel. So how are you going to press on the button and see an effect on the controller? Alright, you can't do that with this mode of simulation. How do you create? Now I'm going to show you how to create a simulation mode to simulate both the touch panel and the controller concurrently at the same time. So you click on the debug on this arrow and do a configuration. So now we create a new debug configuration called simulation. Click OK, and you see controller 1 and touch panels are the hue units available in this project, and both of them I have to set the debug mode to simulation and choose and tick on display this debug message and do a debug. So with this debug mode, I will be able to see both the touch panel and controller at the same time. So I go to temperature, and when I click here, you can see the relay coming on, and I click here, the relay goes off. So this shows that I am actually running, or rather I'm actually sending commands to the controller, activating the relay on the controller. And this is all done so by just executing a simple command on the controller from the touch panel. Alright. So with this, I would like to end my short video on calling a function on a controller, calling a function on another device from the touch panel. Thank you. Bye bye.